Hi, welcome to the More 5-Minute St. Louis Real Estate Market Update for February 2018. I'm Dennis Norman, one of the broker owners at More Realtors, and if you'll give me about 5 minutes of your time, I'll bring you up to date on what's happening in the real estate market here in St. Louis. First off, let's look at the St. Louis metro area as a whole. Home prices and sales. I've got a chart up here showing the last 2 years. The red line in the center shows a year ago, just to kind of give a reference point there. So you can see the red line, sales prices, what's happened over the last 2 years. The black line would be the number of sales. And if I draw a line here to show what sales prices have done, home prices over the last 2 years, that purple line, you can see the trend is definitely upward. If I put a line on there for sales, going over the last 2 year period, you can see it's relatively flat, about the same there. If I just look at the last year now on prices, you can see again an upward trend, but a little bit less of a trend of an upward trend than what we saw in that 2 year look. And then for the home sales, same thing, flat, maybe a little flatter or even slightly down from before. So there's a look at the overall MSA. Now the next charts I'm going to be showing here, and we're going to be talking about, is the main St. Louis real estate market in Missouri, on the Missouri side of the river here, the 5-county core market, which would be the city of St. Louis, county of St. Louis, St. Charles County, Jefferson County, and Franklin County. So the first chart here is a chart I do every month that shows year-to-date sales compared to the same time last year. Well, obviously at this point, we haven't completed February yet, so the only completed month this year is January. So we're really just looking at the first month of each year for the past, going back 5 years, how it looks. And you can see over the last 5 years, about a 25% increase in sales. So this chart doesn't show much at this point. It'll give us a little better idea what's going on in the coming months. Now, this chart here shows the median price per foot as well as days on market for the prior 5 years. And you can see going back, that red line there represents January of 2014. But you can see, we get the ups and downs, the normal seasonality with the business. But the kind of pinkish line there, purplish line, represents sold price per foot. And the price per foot's the best way to really compare home prices. You can see that overall trend is definitely upward. If I draw a line there from January of 14 through January of this year, you can see a definite, steady, pretty consistent too, if you look at the January dots on each year there, but a pretty consistent upward trend. If I put a line in there on sales, on days on market, you can see a pretty steady as well as consistent downward trend. So it's taking less time to sell homes, and they're bringing more prices. It doesn't get much better than that. Here's our St. Louis market report for the 5-county area as a whole too. This is a great report to use. We have this for every county, every city, every zip in the area. And I might mention too, all these charts you're seeing, all these the market reports, everything, this is all proprietary stuff that only More Realtors has. We have developed this for our agents and for our clients. You won't find it anywhere else. And the reason we developed all this proprietary stuff is because we wanted to make sure that our agents and our clients have the data and accurate data that they need to really make smart buying and selling decisions out there. So this report gives a good look at the market because it looks at the most recent 12-month period. So in this case, most recent 12-month period would be through the end of January 2018. It looks at that whole 12-month period, so you get all the seasonality taken into account, and then it compares it to the prior 12-month period. So this is a really accurate look to see how things are doing overall. And you can see at the top on the left there, it's looking at the number of homes sold. And again, this is the 5-county area. And you can see for the most recent 12-month period versus the prior 12-month period, it's up a little bit, not quite 2%. Then the red boxes on the top column there, that's the median price, sold price. You can see the most recent period is 185.5 was the median price, and that's up about 3%. So a 3% increase in median home price, or 3.1%. over the year is a very solid and historically kind of spot on appreciation rate. That's good. Beneath that, you can see the home price trend and that second row looking at price per foot, and that trend is up, which is also good. And then finally at the bottom, you can see the inventory of homes for sale. There's about a 3-month supply of homes for sale right now in this 5-county market, and that is pretty low. Definitely still on the seller side of things. Now, speaking of month supply, here's a table, something else only we produce, but a table that's by county that shows you the month supply by county. And you can see on the right-hand column there, the whole MSA as a whole is 3.8, which is good. Everything's in the threes until you get to Jefferson County. It's 4.26, still low inventory, still favoring sellers a little bit. Franklin County is about a balanced market, 5.6 months. That's nearly 6 months. 6 months is considered a balanced market, not favoring buyers or sellers, so that's kind of balanced. Here's a table showing the price per square foot trend by county, and you can see the big red arrows over there. Most of the counties are trending downward a little bit, with the exception of St. Louis County is trending upward slightly, and Franklin County is trending upward a little more. We would expect it to more or less be downward a little bit this time of year, but nothing concerning there. Our top sellers markets based upon the month supply of homes for sale. Here's the top 10 list. You can come to our site and see the complete list, but you can see St. Peter's has less than a 1-month supply of homes for sale. Crestwood, 1.1, Bridgeton, Dellwood, Fenton, Maryland Heights, St. John, Webster Groves, Union, all those have less than a 2-month supply. If you have a home in one of these areas and you're even thinking about selling, don't wait till spring. I jump out there now while the market's low, while the competition is low, and take advantage of that. At the other end of the spectrum, there are a few buyers markets. This top 10 list actually represents most of them. I think there's 2 more besides this. You can see Weldon Springs suffering with a big supply, Sullivan, Cowdleville, Peevely, a lot of outlying areas. And then we get to the high dollar areas, Town and Country, Frontenac, because they have such a high median price, and higher priced home markets tend to sell a little slower. You're going to expect that, but there's definitely some buyers markets out there. And hey, remember, if you're thinking about buying or selling, be smart when it comes to buying or selling. First off, use a More Realtors agent. But secondly, check out our Smart Guide to Selling Your Home and Smart Guide to Buying Your Home. Like everything else you've seen here, this is proprietary stuff that we have created. This isn't some junk off the shelf that's just generic data. Both these guides have been created by us with the help of other real estate industry professionals in the St. Louis area. So they're packed with great information. You can get them by going to smartguidetobuyingyourhome.com or smartguidetosellingyourhome.com. You can read them online there or download them, or you can request and we'll send you a nice copy. It's full color magazine, really nice and informative magazine there. Also, if you're searching for homes to buy or want to see what homes have sold for, go to St. Louis's best home search site, stlouisrealestatesearch.com. stlouisrealestatesearch.com. That's right, we've got them all. We've got everything from the MLS that's being displayed on any website in the country. It's on our site, and our site is updated every 5 minutes, so you get the latest data. Plus, have you ever searched for a home for sale, found a list of them, then you contact an agent only to find out that half of them are sold? That won't happen on our site. When you search for homes for sale, in the search results, you will only get active listings. You won't get ones that already have contracts on them. Now, if you want to see sold data, or you want to see those houses that have contracts on them or whatever, you can certainly search for that, but it won't show up in your search results for active listings. So stlouisrealestatesearch.com. And also, while you're on that site, check out at the top there. We've got an 800 number, makes it easy. Yes, you can call 844-MLS-SITE, and you will get a real live, living and breathing real estate agent right here in St. Louis to talk with you. It isn't some overseas call center. We have real live human beings ready to help you answer your questions. Also, see the little red guy down there? That's live chat. You can also jump on there and chat online while you're on the site, ask a question, and once again, it'll be monitored by a real live real estate agent. In fact, you'll probably get me. I monitor that a lot. So, and how do I know? I said it was St. Louis's best home search site, and it's the favorite. How do I know that? Google it. Google St. Louis favorite real estate search site and see what comes up. Right there we are, number one. Google St. Louis's best real estate search site. There we are, number one. Okay, and also looking for your home's value, you can find it online in under a minute. Go to stlouishouseprices.com, stlouishouseprices.com. Want to shop open houses this weekend? Use St. Louis's favorite open house site, stlouisopenhouses.com, stlouisopenhouses.com. Also, you want a nice report of everything that's going to be open this weekend, sorted in order by the open times. Grab one of them at stlopenhousereport.com, stlopenhousereport.com. And there you go. Remember, we are More Realtors. Check us out. You can call us, find us online, visit our site. We're here to help you. And so thank you for your time today, and until next month, God bless you.